right. Hey, Drew, how are you doing? Thank you for calling in today.
Good, good. How are you guys?
We're doing great and excited to hear your concerns and see how we can help you.
Yeah. I just had a few concerns and or questions I wanted
Yeah,
to talk to you guys about
go
today.
ahead.
Just with going to school up in Los Angeles, with it being really busy,
Hmm.
um, at Loyal Marymount playing rugby.
Oh, awesome.
Um, yeah, I find it very stressful, especially with studies and everything else, to find time to pray and find time for God. So, um, I feel like that kind of leads to anxiety, and I was just wondering if you guys had any tips or suggestions for me
Okay.
as I go through
The
the
anxiety
school.
of in what area would you say there's anxiety? Is anxiety about the future, about what you have to study, like what career or your exams? You're failing, or you're not making the cut for the team, or your friends. What type of anxiety? What area of anxiety would you say?
I would say probably for the future.
Uh-huh.
Thinking about all the stuff I have to do like now and stuff that I need to plan now for the future would probably be the biggest area for me.
Right. What year are you in now?
Gonna be a junior.
Okay. Oh, it's coming up. Everything
Yeah,
is falling into place now.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, what I would say, whenever that is a reality of life. That we have so many things. We live in a competitive world. It's merciless, almost. You could say to some extent. And if
Yeah.
you don't match up, they cut you out. And you say,
Mhm.
why? And you're trying to do your best and so forth. So the very first thing is to realize the ultimate success in life is not to have a good job, a great house, and a cool whatever car, but to get to heaven. Okay, and that should be our first and foremost concern. So make sure you always have your priorities in place, especially to have God first, your spiritual life after that, your own soul, your studies, your family, right, your
Yeah.
relationships, and to always stay in the right path. And then the other things come afterwards, and they will in time fall in place, right? So try to put the human means to say, talk to these counselors or to these people that you know, applied for these jobs in time, don't procrastinate. Then your spiritual area, right? So your prayer, pray the rosary, make sure you go to Mass on Sundays, go to confession frequently, and then put yourself in the hands of God and trust that God is actually a father. He cares about you, He cares for you, and He wants
Mhm.
your best, and He does provide. He is a provident.
Yeah, I think being anchored in your prayer life, that's very important. So then it's like if you have a ship in the ocean, and the big storm is coming, then you put your anchor down, so that you don't drift with the wind and stuff. So there will be wind, there will be
Mm-hmm.
storms,
Mm-hmm.
right?
As in the
But
gospel.
Mhm.
but if you stay anchored in the Lord, then and especially be anchored in His love. So anxiety many times comes from it's first of all it's something normal that
Mm-hmm.
always happens, but it's like an insecurity of who you are and where is your point where you can stay secure. So the biggest security we have is God's love. God's love doesn't change; it stays there. So I think so Jesus in the gospel says, "Abide in my love." Right? The love of Jesus is a place where we can live and we can abide. We can It's an abode, right? The place to
Mhm.
of refuge. So when
Yeah.
anxiety comes, it's good to make it just a tiny prayer,
Mm-hmm.
1 minute, and say, "I want to live in Jesus' love," and to abide in His love is to believe that His love is real. There's not just a tale,
Mm-hmm.
but that he did die for me. He
Mhm.
really cares for me.
He's in the Eucharist for me.
He's in the Eucharist.
They're waiting for you, to help you.
Yeah.
And then not only believing, but trusting that not only He does love me, but His love doesn't go away.
Right.
He maybe I might separate myself from Him through sin, but He's not the one that goes away from me. He's always there for me. I can come back anytime, right? Because His love is always there. And then finally, the fact that we need to receive His love, that His love is freely given. That yes, I might have to earn the position in the team or
The
my
job, right?
grades, but I don't need to earn God's love.
Mhm.
God's love is always freely given. So even if I do my best, but I fail in the team,
Right.
God loves me anyway, right? And that
Yeah.
gives me that anchoring, place where I'm secure because I'm loved.
Right. If you want to put it just as in a nutshell, you're not alone. All right. So you're not the only one who has to solve all the problems for your future. You're part of it, part of the equation. First of all, there's other people also who want to help you, but also God is going to provide. He's a father. He's looking. He knows what you're going through, even when you're anxious and concerned. He knows what you're going, and He's waiting for you in the Blessed Sacrament. He wants to help you, so you're not completely alone. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All
Thank
righty,
you.
very good. Well, thank you for calling, and this is a good topic of conversation. So I wish we were helpful to you today.
Yeah, no, that was very helpful. That was very helpful. I needed to hear that and needed to be reminded of all that again.
All
So
right, very good, Drew. Thank you for calling in,
yeah.
and God bless you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you both.
Take
God
care.
bless you too. You too.